Steve here, Shenlanko Productions. I got a package here. Get this out. I got these red motors. They're 390 motors for hop-ups for the Heng tanks. I'm going to take my stock ones out and put these in there. They're supposed to be 3 times the RPM and 3 times the torque. So supposedly your tank goes 3 times the speed and has 3 times the power. So what I'm going to do here with the tank is I'm going to test the RPMs of the motor. I'm actually just going to do it on the track itself. I'm going to use the stock charged, fully charged Heng battery here. And I got this, I don't know if you can see it. It's a digital meter. It measures RPM. It's real nice. Let me take it out so you can see it. You get these off eBay. They're not that much. They're pretty cheap. Anyway, this is what it looks like. And you put a sticker on the thing you want to mark the RPM, and it's a laser and it reads off of it. So I'm going to put the sticker on the track and I'm going to read the RPM and I'll record that and see what I get. And then when I get it all together, I'll do the same with the red motor to see how much faster the track spins. Okay, I'm going to measure the RPM of the stock motors on the track. See this white sticker here? The laser will read the RPM off that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It's like 45.8. Excuse me, 45.8. Okay, I took all the tracks off and I unscrewed this one motor right now, and I just want to show you a little tip. The bottom of battery tray holders for the Heng tanks, they act as good little parts holders for when you're working on your tank so you don't lose anything. So that's a little tip. Anyhow, I'm going to take the motors out, I'm going to hook the other red motors in, and I'm going to break them in for, who knows, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll put them in the tank and I'll do that test with the track RPM and we'll see how she goes. Okay, with the motors in on the ESC board, not actually in the tank, just on the top ledge like that, I taped them in place. I'm going to just use the tank's controller, and I'm just going to run these motors probably for 10, maybe 15 minutes on a slow RPM like this to break them in, and then I'll have them in the tank and see the difference with the RPM. Okay, 10 minutes is up. I broke them in for 10 minutes on the ESC, just checking if it got hot. Seems to run pretty cool, so 10 minutes is probably good enough. Now what I'm going to do is use some really good oil and put a drop on each of the shafts of the motors and the bushings. Then I'll put them in and we'll see how it goes from there. Here's a little tip. I put a little dab of the shoe goop glue on the motors so it holds them together. It's removable if you want to remove it. It stays rubbery, kind of like stiff like hot glue. I put a little dab on the motors. It holds them together, and what that does is it makes the gearbox not flex. It holds it from flexing. So that's a little thing I do with my tanks. Okay, out with the old stock motors and with the red high torque 390 Red Demon Specials. Alright, last time I tested it, so I'm going to do the same test again. And we'll see what we get this time, and we'll see if it's 3 times faster. Alright, let me start it up. 72. $72.1. So what was it last time? I think it was 40 something or 50. I forget. Anyway, look back at the film and you'll see, and we'll calculate, see if it's 3 times the RPM. So now I'm gonna just try it on the ground real quick. I don't have nowhere to run it. It's raining like hell outside. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a test run here with the red motors. Keep in mind, I think these batteries, the stock Heng long ones, they use like real crappy lithium ion ones in there. And I did notice I got more power even with the stock motors when I used the regular LiPo battery. So they'll probably be even better on a LiPo battery with these high performance motors. So here it goes. Super spin. So that's it. They look like they're a good upgrade motor. It gets a little more peppier and it feels like it drives pretty good. So I think I might get these for my other tanks. You could get them on eBay. Anyhow, I'll leave a link to where I got them. Shenlanko out. I just want to point something out here with the tank. With the stock battery pack, I notice if you're going forward and you jam it a little bit into reverse, the tank will shut down. And then I put a LiPo in there and it didn't do it, so the batteries you get, they must be protected and they shut down with the stock battery. So I don't know, you're probably never going to do that anyhow, but I noticed it does that, and with the LiPo it doesn't shut down. So that's another thing, but that ain't a big deal.